ग्राम सैंपल है MnO2 का and it is treated with HCl. It liberates chlorine. Then chlorine gas is passed into a solution of potassium iodide and 60 ml of 0.1 m Na2H2O3 is required to titrate the liberated iodine. The percentage of MnO2 in the sample is. Now according to the law of equivalence, equivalence of Na2H2O3 will be equal to equivalence of iodine, and then equivalence of iodine liberated will be equal to equivalence of chlorine, and equivalence of chlorine will be equal to equivalence of MnO2. Now in this question, molarity and volume of Na2H2O3 solution is given. Then equivalence of Na2H2O3 will be equal to molarity into volume into valency factor of Na2H2O3. Now in this reaction, the change in oxidation number of sulfur of Na2H2O3 is 1 per mole of Na2H2O3. So valency factor of Na2H2O3 is 1, molarity given as 0.1 and volume in liters will be 60 divided by 1000. Solving equivalence of Na2H2O3 आ जाएगा 0.006 equivalents. So equivalence of MnO2 will be equal to 0.006 or weight of MnO2 will be equal to equivalence of MnO2 into equivalent weight of MnO2. अब equivalent weight of MnO2 हो जाएगा molecular weight of MnO2 divided by 2 because during this reaction MnO2 का oxidation state change होता है from +4 to +2. So change in oxidation state per mole of MnO2 is 2. So molecular weight divided by 2 will give the equivalent weight of MnO2. और इसको multiply कर देंगे number of equivalents of MnO2 से which is 0.006. So we get weight of MnO2 as 0.261. अब weight of MnO2 पता है, weight of the sample पता है. So weight of MnO2 divided by weight of the sample into 100 will give the percentage of MnO2 in the sample and it is equal to 13%.